Hey Reefers, time for another fun video. Well, there we go, we got Crackhead Kitty. I just tore my name and address off there. I know you guys want to follow me. You want to stalk me for my coral, but not this time. All right, Crackhead Kitty's got to go on her perch. There we go. Okay, so it is now 11:30. This was supposed to arrive by 10:30. It says right there. Apparently a truck broke down, so no fun unboxing these like I normally do when I get them around 9:30. This was from a Top Shelf Aquatics Livesale. This is hard to do left-handed while I'm holding the camera. So I did buy a couple fairly expensive coral. Crackhead Kitty's back. I'm just going to open the box. I'm going to lock her in a bedroom. I'm going to open the box. I have 2 buckets here. I'm going to put all the bags and things in there, and in the orange one I'm going to dump the coral in, and then I'm going to dump cupfuls of water, tank water into there. I'm going to temperature check them, and we'll get going on these. I'll show you here in a bit what happens. All right, catfish. I open the box. They have a nice quick tip thing in here and an extra promo code thing talking about UPS, fully aquaculture, blah, blah, blah. All that, and it comes in a nice styrofoam. I think this is my 4th time ordering from them. Got a cool pack in there, seems like, because it's fairly cool, leaking a tiny amount of water. Got our peanuts. Go bagged up real nice. It says, oh, there we go. That's the snails. That one's going straight into the sump to temperature acclimate. Right on. Make sure all the peanuts are off. Okay. So in the sale, I forget exactly how many coral I bought, but I bought some snails as well. They had a little bit of money off on them, so just to show you how the corals are packed before I open all the bags. So it looks like we have 4 to a bag and all individually bagged from there. And then you can see on this side it says exactly what they are, the kind of flow, light, intensity you want for them when you place them. So that's bag number 1. Here's bag number 2. So there's those, and then bag number 3. So rainbow loom, and we got a phantom millie in that one. I don't know if there were any freebies in here. I know that they've shipped me a freebie or 2 before. We'll have to get in there and see what I ordered and see what we got. Okay, so I've got them all in the bucket. I just did 4 scoops of this. How big is this? 2 oxidized, can't read it. Of that size cup. We are at 73.8. I know that this is about a degree off, so it's probably more like 74.5, 75 degrees. So I'm going to temperature acclimate these. I'm going to I'd like to be able to put this whole bucket in the sump so it has warm water flowing all around it. But I am going to put a few cups in here every few minutes just to get the corals a little bit used to my parameters and get them warmed up just a hair. Let's see. Back down to 73.7. All right, check in when I have them in the tank. Well, actually, while we're waiting on those coral to acclimate, I'll show you what we bought. There's some fairly expensive ones and some cheaper ones. This Laffy Taffy I know is normally over $100, around 100 and I don't know, 100 and something. I only have one other Goniopora in there, and it's this guy back here. I don't have much wavy stuff in here, so that'll be nice to put in there. It's pretty bright and colorful. If we can focus on it. Oh, well, it's a bad picture. Never mind. So, okay. let's see, what else we got? We got a Phantom Millie, TSA Phantom Millie. I know that this one's normally like 60 or so. Got it for, I think, 20. TSA Raspberry Limeade. I don't know if I'll be keeping this one. It kind of matches a few other things, but it was a very good deal. So we'll see about that. TSA Carolina Reaper. I've been wanting this one for a long time. Beautiful coral, very dark red polyps when it's all grown out. As you can see there, it's kind of green, pink, red. Very pretty coral. That one was fairly expensive, 100 and something. I don't remember exactly, but normally 250 or 300 for a frag. Reef Raft Rainbow Loom, just another very pretty coral. Got that at a decent price. Greg Hiller's Aqua Delight. I don't know if I'll be keeping this one either. Same thing as with the Raspberry Limeade. As you can see, they're kind of green and purple. We'll see when they get grown out a little bit. The TSA Mile High Latistella. There we go. I want to see what that looks like grown out. I forget what the... You know, when I buy these, I typically look at what the sheet or what the website has for grown out colonies and just kind of go from that. I think I got this one at a pretty good price. It was quite a bit off. So we'll see what happens with that one. The Vivid's Rainbow Acro, I know I'm going to keep that one. That one's pretty neat grown out. Sour Patch Acro, I had a... it was kind of like a Garf bonsai, and this reminds me of that. So I'm pretty sure I'll be keeping that. And another big one, TSA Bill Murray. As you can see from that picture, red, yellow, green, purple, blue, whatever. A lot of colors, a lot of pretty stuff going on in there, a lot of variation. I was kind of hoping that they'd have a home wrecker. I was willing to spend the money on a home wrecker, but instead I got a Bill Murray, I got a Carolina Reaper, and I got the Laffy Taffy for my more expensive ones. The rest of them, I know I like a lot of them. The problem is kind of losing space for coral. As you can see down there, I know I'm going to put one of them down there. I have changed the flow. I now have the two bigger pumps on the front going in else mode on the Jabo program, and I have the two smaller ones back there going in wave mode. You can see that there's a decent wave in there. When I had it on wave mode on the big guys, it was too big of a wave. I think the biggest thing about reef keeping is paying attention to what changes you make and what happens. I just blew some things off down there, and the addition of a bag down there doesn't help with all the bubbles or crap in the water. I know some of it is bubbles because of the wave function on the outputs there. But so I know I'm going to be putting one down there. I think I'm going to be putting one behind this chalice, who has also received a little bit too much flow. Other than that, I think I'm going to kill off more of this Red Monty again. Red Monty is great if you want something to take up a bunch of space and grow quick, but I think I'm going to put a coral somewhere in there. As for the other ones, not 100% sure. I know I have a little bit of space back there, but I don't want them all growing right on top of each other either. So, all right, I'll get back to you here in a little bit when we got the corals sitting right here. Oh, this guy broke that off, yeah, a little bit ago. All right, we'll get them all lined up here in just a little bit. All right, reefers, we got the coral in the tank. We had them in the bucket for a while. I kept putting the scoopfuls of sump water in there, but you know, my house isn't 78 degrees, so the water kept staying about the same temperature. I'd say a slight uptick when I was putting the water in, but then of course the room temperature kept cooling it back down. So I'll tell you exactly which one's which. if I can. I might put the macro lens on here in a bit. So that one's the Laffy Taffy. You can kind of see from the other side. Color, I got my sheets on me. You kind of see the different colors there, not as clear because I have it in an angle, but beautiful colors going into that. Let me adjust, there we go. All right, so there's the Laffy Taffy. Oh, the Trident just kicked on. And then right behind that, we have the Raspberry Limeade. You can kind of see that dark purple and the green base on that. That's not one that I'm sure I'm gonna keep. Next to it, the one I've been waiting on for quite a while, the Carolina Reaper. You kind of see up top there, it's got those pinkish red highlights, which that's what most of it's gonna be once it gets grown out into a colony. Then we have the TSA Mile High Latistella. This one, I'm not seeing any of the yellow highlights on it yet. Hopefully here after it acclimates in the tank for a while, after it's done being cool, we'll see what happens. This is a TSA Sour Patch Acro. And I kind of have had one of the similar. It was more yellowy polyps. I can't remember if it was a Garf Bonsai or if it was a. I know there are a few companies that have different names for them, similar to that, but it has those little tiny polyps. Hopefully, I'm inserting close-up shots with the macro lens on this right now in editing. Then we have that's not the Sour Patch. We're past that. This is the Phantom Millie. Unfortunately, it's showing on the side that it's not, most of the polyps, because it is kind of angled back. Most of the polyps are on the other side. Let's see if we can get it's got plenty of breezy polyps on it. There we go. So it's got nice breezy polyps on that side. It's just a kind of a dark purple, good looking coral. Then another one of the big kids, and surprisingly, the biggest coral is one of the most expensive. This is a TSA Bill Murray. Look up what this one looks like. It's pretty incredible. And all that new growth up there. So yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. And that's how that new growth is. It's supposed to be that white color like that. So that'll be kind of neat seeing all the new growth is kind of bright white. I know not as impressive, but the big purple stylo back there, all those white tips on it, similar to that. Then let's focus up. This is the Reef Raft Rainbow Loom. I believe that's which one that one is. Put my papers down. And then the Greg, and that one's pretty cool looking, especially grown out as well. Then we have, and I keep forgetting the names of them. That one's the Greg Hiller Aqua Delight. Yeah, this one is the Greg Hiller's Aqua Delight right there. And then that's the Vivid's Rainbow Acro. I don't know, this is at the very end. I don't know if it's getting too much flow there. As you can see, it's getting knocked around. Might have to adjust where some of the corals are sitting. I know some of them like flow a little bit more, like the Bill Murray, like the Carolina Reaper. Ooh, yeah, the Connie's looking even better just moments later. So very happy. As you could see, there's that decent sized branch, probably 2 1/4 inches long. As you can see, these are frags. They are quite a bit smaller, but hopefully not for long. All right, reefers, I got to get to work. Peace out.